Hello, Professor. Today, me and the members of the Mind Matters Circle will be presenting our topic on astrology. The history of astrology dates all the way back to the 3rd millennium BC. The beliefs in the different celestial events that contain different information on people and create different events based on the positions of each celestial event. Different cultures have different perspectives and traditions on astrology. Many figures made different contributions to astrology, starting with Claudius Ptolemy, who was born in Egypt in the middle of the 2nd century CE. He worked on the complete calculations of the motion of planets in a book he wrote. He then went to write another book, which consisted of 4 different topics on astrology, which had general principles, mundane astrology, individual astrology, and elections and interrogations. His book was the first book on the topic, which gave a huge base for the future of research in astrology and gave an ancient perspective. Another significant figure is Abu Mashar al-Balkhi, who was born in the Balkans of Khuzestan, which today is Afghanistan. During the 9th century, he wrote a book which focused kind of on the study of revolutions in the solar years from the perspective of birth charts. He then explored the influence of planetary revolutions on individual lives and the personality of one person based on astrological configurations at the time they were born. Another key figure is named William Lilly, who contributed to astrology with big impact. He was born in the United Kingdom in the 17th century and wrote a book titled Christian Astrology. It was composed of different parts and types of astrology, including horary astrology, and he worked and had a big impact on the field of traditional astrology and provided a valuable insight and different techniques which had a big impact on future research and astrology.
Hey, good morning. So today my topic is astrology. I will do my topic with help of my partner Mannat. We will discuss about the basics idea of astrology. Astrology and psychology are intertwined, means they are connected somewhat, not exactly, as they both focus on human behavior, personality and mind. Astrology is an ancient belief system that connects celestial events and planetary position to understand human past life, present life and future events. It works on the principle that planetary motion, birth time, direction, location and a person birth affect their character, destiny, death and life experiences. In India, zodiac signs and houses provide a cosmic creation map of a person's life, but it may be not always accurate. A survey by the National Science Foundation found that the 41% of respondents believe astrology is very scientific or sort of scientific. But if we thought majority of the respondents thought that it's not scientific, how can we predict that? Now we will talk about the basics idea of astrology or its meaning. Astrology can provide consolation when life seems pointless, reveal innate strength and internal inconsistency. It means that astrology is a fake hope if we thought about this process. Another, it helps us to understand individual understanding their relationship with spouses, parents, siblings, bosses, friends and kids. Synastry, a type of study identifying areas where one nature could clash, can help couple reach their unique potential. Astrology also reveals area where karma is being worked out, the possibility of a chemical miracle occurring and some difficulty but important lesson. Synastry basically in India means when the groom and the bride is above 29, it is considered that some grooms or bride have the Mangal dosh, means if any of them marry to the non-Mangalik, eventually any groom or bride will die. Another point, since astrology began as a magical system and the passage of nearly 6,000 years has not changed the false assumption upon which it rests. The author claimed that there cannot be a scientific validity in the methodology and prediction of astrology. He talks about the function. We examine astrological axioms and demonstrate that they cannot hold any specific validity as they are founded on the mystical data or idea of correspondence. He analyzes current living things, including the hotly debated topic of biological clock. We have some evidence to prove it. Now, Dilpreet will prove the evidence that what includes in the astrology. Thank you.
Again, this passage discusses astrology and its relationship to understanding personality, human behavior, and relationships. It notes that astrology has its origins in ancient magical beliefs from over 6,000 years ago. However, it suggests that astrology can still provide some value even today, despite the lack of scientific validity to its core principles and predictions. It claims that astrology can offer comfort and insights when life feels meaningless or chaotic. The birth chart, which maps the positions of planets and stars at someone's time of birth, is described as blueprint of the psyche that can reveal innate strengths and weakness in a person. By gaining self-awareness through analyzing their birth chart, one can better understand themselves and why they are attracted to or turned off by certain people. Astrology is said to help in relationships as well. It can highlight potential clashes or areas of friction between spouses, family members, friends, or colleagues by comparing their birth charts. This is known as synastry. Synastry aims to identify where people should support each other's growth as well as difficult life lessons they may experience together due to karmic factors. While acknowledging astrology's origins in prehistoric magical beliefs rather than science, the passage notes there is some modern debate around biological clocks and whether planetary movements can subtly influence behaviors of living things on Earth. However, it doesn't provide evidence to substantiate the scientific validity of astrology's core principles and predictions. In addition, it draws parallels between astrology and psychology, noting they both seek to understand human personality, behavior, and the mind. However, astrology attributes these factors to cosmic events like planetary positions, birth times, locations, while psychology relies on scientific research and methodology.
Further, astrology has intrigued people for thousands of years and remained popular despite skepticism from the scientific community. There are several reasons cited by astrology supporters to demonstrate its validity and usefulness. One of the main tools astrologers use in the natal chart, which maps the positioning of the planets and stars at the exact moment of someone's birth. By analyzing numerous birth charts and seeing common patterns and personality traits associated with planetary alignments, astrologers argue that there must be meaningful connections between astrological phenomena and human lives. The idea that as above, so below suggests our lives on earth are somehow reflected in or influenced by celestial events. Some even claim that astronomers have observed correlation between planetary movements and natural events on Earth, proving the planet have tangible impacts. In addition, astrology provides comfort to many people by giving them a new perspective on their situation or boosting their mood. Just finding a horoscope that resonates with one's day can provide solace. Since it offers these psychological benefits, astrology supporters believe it must have some validity even if the exact mechanisms are not understood. Famous psychoanalyst Carl Jung believed that seemingly coincidental events sometimes occur for a deeper purpose than pure chance. Astrologer cites Jung's theory of synchronicity to suggest the precise timing of planetary alignments could be meaningfully connected to our lives in ways we have yet to fully explain. Astrology also has an extensive history spanning civilizations, showing it was deeply ingrained in many ancient cultures and provided utility well before modern science. This lengthy cultural legacy is presented as evidence astrology must contain real insights? If so, many societies incorporated into their worldwide for so long. Additionally, astrology can foster relationships by giving people a common framework for understanding personality types and life paths based on Judaic signs. Casual astrological discussions allow for easy ice-breaking and getting to know others. This social function demonstrates another practical value of astrology. Finally, getting your birth chart analyzed or learning about your astrological profile provides an opportunity for introspection and self-reflection on habits, strengths, weakness, and life goals. Supporters argue this reflective benefit alone makes astrology worthwhile, regardless of whether the core paradigm is literally true. In summary, while astrology remains controversial among empiricists, its proponents point to natal charts analysis, psychological comforts, Carl Jung's theory of synchronicity, its long cultural history, social utility, and potential for self reflection as evidence that astrology contains meaningful insights and should continue to be explored seriously despite lack of scientific proof of its proposed Celtic mechanism.
Scientific theories are based on ideas that can be tested through experiments and empirical evidence, allowing them to be proven or disapproved. Over time, as research progresses, astrology, on the other hand, is built on hypotheses and beliefs that are not supported by scientific experimentation or facts. While astrology was once considered a part of science in history, it is now widely viewed as pseudoscience, since its claims cannot be validated through scientific processes. Nevertheless, many educated people still put stock in astrological concepts, even though there is no real proof provided. Several astrological studies have attempted to examine some astrological notions. One theory mentioned is Barnum effect, named after showman P.T. Barnum. Barnum effect refers to a tendency for individuals to accept vague and general personality description as accurate about themselves. According to 2011 study by Sugarman, those who believe in astrology are more prone to experiencing the Barnum effect if given positive personality feedback, making astrological readings seem applicable. Critics argue that many skeptical views of astrology focus on topics like horoscopes that are irrelevant to astrological doctrine. However, proponents assert that astrological signs like horoscopes can influence relationship success, pointing to beliefs and that marrying or dating a partner based on their zodiac signs results in a thriving relationship. Scientifically, through horoscopes and zodiac signs hold no meaning regarding their complexities of human relationships in the real world. Astrology also grounds its personality theories in symbolic representations of planets aligning with psychological states. According to a 2021 study by Bozak and Kling-Turk in astrology, the supposed characteristics of celestial bodies are thought to shape a person's psychological and emotional makeup. While many consider this is pseudoscientific concept, some human resources professionals do assesses individual using personality profiles that draw from astrological archetypes to inform hiring decisions. In summary, while astrology did pave the way for various skeptical perspectives, it continues to be founded on hypothetical and non-empirical claims that cannot undergo testing. No experiment have shown its theories to be valid or predictive prior to modern investigation. Therefore, astrology remains an unproven hypothesis despite its historical influences and ongoing cultural relevance for some. But scientifically, it lacks concrete evidence to qualify as a valid system for understanding human personality or destination.
now we move to conclusion, as there are mainly 5 points in conclusion. At first point, we have to say that exploring ancient beliefs and influential figures, as we all know that astrology has been around since way back in 3rd millennium BC. There are various culture, beliefs, trends, and events which affects every individual's life. And as we know that William Lilly wrote book about Christian astrology, which includes various astrologies like Horary astrology. And the next point is about unraveling the mysteries of astrology and celestial influence. In this point, the main thing is about stars and planets. As we all know that astrology is full of, the study of astrology includes stars and planets, like how they affect things on earth. The sun, moon, and planets can influence our characteristics as well as events. And the horoscope is also important part of the astrology, and birth chart also includes in it. And the third point is about astrology's map of stars and planets. As previously we discussed that there are mainly stars and planets that includes in the study of astrology. And in this point we also discuss some more things about it, as astrology is a big map of stars and planets. It's been around for ages, like for the mostly a long time ago. Most astrologists use natal charts, which are like the snapshots of the sky, to mostly give the information about birth. And moreover, astrology can bring more comfort and also offer new perspectives. So at the end we have to say that it's a mix of observations, history, and personal connections. And the fourth point is about bringing the gap between the cosmos and everyday lives. And astrology is the ancient study of cosmic cause and effects, and it describes the relationships between the visible, invisible, inner, outer aspects of the universe. As this is not because of interest in the things like spiritual, but because science is gathering evidence of an integrated network of celestial, terrestrial, and ecological relationships. And the fifth and the last point is about that astrology is a fact or as a fiction. As this is the main point, as astrology is all about fictions, and the science is totally opposite from it, as it relies on proofs and experiments. But in astrology there is nothing to do about the experiments and proof. It is totally relies on fictions, like it's unpredictable and based on beliefs. And some folks still believe that astrology still believe in astrology without any solid proof. And there is one interesting theory in astrology is about Barham effect, which means that people tend to accept vague descriptions about themselves as accurate, as they don't really know that they are accurate or not, but they believe that they are true. But when it comes to horoscopes, they don't really make sense. So at the end, I just want to say that it's all about people's personal interpretations. And thank you so much.